ketemu.
Huh. Looks like Timaeus isn't here today. Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus? No. Just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here. I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help. Actually, I'm not very good at this kind of thing. My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there. Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we? Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror? I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close. What do you mean, research? Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying? Still, you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all. There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt? Apologies, I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher. But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher? Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems. Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal! Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out. Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best. Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Okay.
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like? Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Oke guys, jadi kalian udah nonton cuplikan sebelumnya. Jadi itu gua nggak sengaja. Gua niatnya tuh mau nge-crafting sesuatu. Cuman loh, kenapa crafting di Mondstadt orangnya beda gitu? Kenapa jadi Sucrose? Ternyata emang kita ada ada quest ini dan jadi otomatis berjalan. Mana ya? Ini yang The Rumored Alchemist. Kita navigate. Jadi langsung aja kita menuju ke tempatnya ya, ke tempat Albedo. Jadi gua pengen nge-craft sesuatu, kok orangnya beda, Sucrose, terus langsung muncullah scene itu dan untung aja medal gua kesambung, jadinya bisa gua record gitu loh, bisa gua record scene-nya. Jadi gua nggak harus pindah ke mana apanya guys, ke ID gua yang Eropa, nggak usah, langsung aja ke mana, langsung aja gua record. At least gua udah record apa guys, ini apa cuplikannya, karena habis cuplikan kan ya udah gua ngelanjutinnya nanti aja pas gua record, bener-bener gua siap record, bukan kan niatnya gua cuma pengen Tadinya itu gue cuma pengen daily sama ngabisin bos aja untuk apa, untuk meningkatin karakter. Sekarang karakter gue juga udah beda lumayan, udah level. Cuman memang kita kekurangan ini sih, kekurangan bukan achievement apa ini, kekurangan sumber daya lah, resource untuk meningkatin mereka. Ini aja gue bingung ningkatin Noel ya, tapi sisanya nih, ini bahkan yang karakter baru udah siap untuk dinaikin level 50. Tinggal si Aloy aja yang emang susah, sama Barbara aja yang gua kehabisan resin. Mungkin nanti habis ini gua record gua bakal cari buat Barbara biar dia bisa meningkat ke 50 juga. But anyway, ya itu tadi. Jadi gua udah cerita ke kalian ceritanya seperti itu. Terus ya udah gua record, at least mungkin besok-besok kalau terjadi kejadian kayak gitu lagi, gua bakal nge-record at least scene-nya dulu. Habisin ya udah, ntar kita siap recordnya lagi pas sekarang. Jadi gua akan recordnya sesuatu yang kan niatnya hari ini gua mau ini paling kan masih ada ini yang kita sempat questnya si siapa itu, si Dilo, kan kita ketemu banyak quest lagi juga. Nah ya udah, niatnya gua mau lanjutin itu tapi malah ketemu si Sukrose. Ya sudah, jadinya kali ini agar nyambung sama yang udah gua record yang nggak sengaja ketemu, jadi hari ini gue akan lanjutin ini dulu ya, mungkin sampai 3 kali ya sampai selesai sih, gue selesaiin dulu baru yang lainnya. Oke, sekarang mau ketemu siapa ini?
Rosaria, so here you are. Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Kenapa jadi Barbara?
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Jadi cenah cemis.
That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
Kayaknya
But
ini
what?
itu deh guys.
You're the event
Yang event
organizer,
deh, buat
aren't you?
dapetin senjatanya,
Do you not find it the least bit
senjatanya
odd?
Albedo. Ya sebenarnya bukan
What do you
senjata
mean?
Albedo sih, maksudnya bisa dipakai siapa aja.
This
juga
far
sih
out
kayaknya.
from
Nggak tahu
Mondstadt
juga
at
sih.
this hour?
Ntar gue cek dapetnya
Even
apa
if you
aja.
set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who
Karena
knows?
kan sekarang ini
Maybe this is someone's grand
itunya
plan to make a
Albedo sama
fool out
Ella
of
kan.
you.
Huh? Well,
Kalau Ella nggak
that
begitu gue
can't
kejar sih,
be. People aren't like that.
karena gue bakal mau ngejar.
Evidence
ganggu
decides
aja.
what
Gua
people
udah
are like,
cerita
not
kan
your
kemarin kalau
feelings.
gua at least mau 1 bintang 5
Maybe
aja
you're a little
untuk
too
setiap
trusting
elemen.
of other
Nggak usah
people.
banyak-banyak.
Don't fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up.
Ya kalian
But if you
lihat
dally
sendirilah.
any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right.
Kayaknya ini bakal panjang sih.
It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've got to get going.
Oke, entah ini ngomongin apa. Niatnya mau ini kan, latihan kan, tapi kok nggak jadi. Si Rosaria nggak jadi ikut.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
Iya juga.
I
Langsung
thought I
itu.
heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Iya sih.
Oh, really?
Tampilannya sih jahat.
I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you,
Udah sadar
the
nih,
honorary
kalau
knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Oke,
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
kita cari
If it's
Albedo.
him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
Oke.
I
kamu
couldn't care
lebih
what you think.
detektif.
Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Oke, mungkin kita bakal trial pakai
Rosaria said there
juga
were
kan.
elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Oke. Waduh, ada orang pula. Ya emang ada orang, tapi maksudnya. Oh, kita cairkan ini dulu, guys. Bentar.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very
Bentar.
interesting.
Kita mecahin ini dulu, guys.
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Malah ketahuan. Waduh, tempat lucu. Gila, guys.
Time to clean up.
Wah. Wah, gila, semua.
Someone needs. Let it rain. Go, Baron Bunny.
I must collect my dodge this quickly. Oh, so sorry.
Ini dulu aja yang gede.
This is bad. That seemed to work.
Yeah. Windblade. Yeah.
What's this first?
Yeah.
This is it.
Leave it all to me.
This is trouble.
Yeah.
Bentar dong, ini kan belum mati.
Windblade.
This one's well done. Cool it. You need to hurry up. Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it. Hurry up. This one's well done.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Kita harus ke sini.
Someone needs assistance.
Cari ini dulu, api dulu.
No escape. Ha! Be gone.
This one's well done.
Wah, gila attack-nya, cok. Dan dia nggak apa loh, harus pakai apa coba?
You need to hurry up.
Barbar.
Leave it all to me.
You need to hurry up.
Aduh,
As a dutiful maid
This
would.
one's well done.
yang paling keras.
Roasted fry. You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Dia
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to hurry up. Roasted fry. Feel close.
anjing kenceng, keras banget cuk. What the fuck, mana level 47 pula. Oke, kita cari tracknya. Ini oh, lanjut lagi.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon
Buka-bukaan
realized.
ini nanti aja guys ya. Kita ini dulu deh. Fokus Albedo dulu. Ini sebenarnya kelihatan sih jejaknya tuh. Oke, yang sini. Oh, oke. Nah, ketemu. Ente nggak kedinginan, Cuk. Wah, ampun, mana sebelahnya pada nari-nari.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
Loh.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the
Ini
picture
mana
first.
tempat lu ya, Bang? Oke.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churros? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Apa itu? Very avant-garde.
Wow. Look at the detail. But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Oke. Thank you, Rosaria.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing.
Jangan-jangan dia mau dijadiin kelinci
Should I
percobaan.
begin?
Anjir.
The essence of life?
Whoa.
Wah,
You
apa
wanna
itu?
start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Wow, bisa gitu, Cok. Tapi hilang.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if
Gonna
you're
manage.
struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ.
Aduh.
I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Jadiin objek.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Jadi dia itu pelukis sama alkemis juga. Sangat-sangat. Ya,
Albedo and
sangat-sangat
that
itu,
traveler seem to have hit it off. takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Oke, sekarang kita kemana lagi nih? Ini apa ya? Waduh. Kita mau ketinggian. Di sini murah nggak? Enggak. Oh ini. Nah, murah kan di sini. Aduh, ketemu ini loh, monster koplak. Aduh, mana levelnya 47 pula. Tinggi banget.
Get him! No one escapes my sights! Windblade!
Oke, lurus lagi. Oh, kita buka ini dulu deh.
I'll catch up.
Itu. Kita bukain lah kalau kiranya lewat, guys.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. Someone needs assistance.
Oke, sudah sampai.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
Yap, karena ini sudah jam 2
Paimon's got a
pagi.
brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on
Jadi
me.
gua PTW ngerekodnya jam 2 nih ya guys ya.
Paimon's holding you to it.
Jadi gua juga udah agak ngantuk-ngantuk dikit nih.
Well,
Jadi
let's just
silahkan
say
nikmati obrolannya aja ya.
occasionally have to look after a child.
Intinya
Another
kita dengerin
lengthy
dulu aja, oke?
explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs?
What the hell?
A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
No.
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you. Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in the research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Kita suruh ngalahin slime gitu kayaknya. Wah, itu langsung dong.
blown away! Get him! No escape!
Lari.
Windblade!
Nice.
Be gone! Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Langsung. Blam. Beres.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Not a scratch.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan. We should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Oke. Ya. Cari-cari. Oh, yang kayak gitu ya? Oh, enggak, ini guys.
Here.
Oh.
Should do for catalyst purposes.
Bentar, mau ketemu apa ini?
I'll catch up. No one escapes my sight.
Wah, ini tapi es tapi kayak gini anjir.
Go go Baron Bunny.
Kayaknya aduh mana pada kumpul semua. Mati anjir.
A reward on the road.
Bentar. Terus ke sini. Wah, untung aja nyampe. Ayo kita nambang lagi. Salah.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Tadi kayaknya ada banyak, kenapa habis? Kenapa cuma ini doang? Ya udah, kita ini dulu, ngangetin dulu, terus OTW lagi. Yuk, let's go.
I'll catch up.
Oh, sampai sini. Wah, ini si yang jaga di
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
Oke, kita suruh lihat-lihat.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Jadi kita kayak
Following
slime
this
gitu.
line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis slime,
bukan
or
nyerap
even a
elemen
whopper flower
gitu loh.
might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink.
Oke, jadi kita udah sampai di
Remember to
tempatnya
keep calm at all
Albedo.
times.
Jadi
And
menurut
breathe deeply
gua,
if you feel unwell.
kita sampai di sini dulu aja guys. Besok akan lanjutin lagi soalnya BTW ini juga udah jam 2 ya, gua itunya jam 2 soalnya nih recordnya. Jadi mungkin bisa akan lanjutin lagi. Sorry banget cuma bentar, kali ini udah setengah jam belum ya. Ya, but gua pikir ini apa namanya? Ini quest juga bakal lama sih guys. Soalnya kayaknya ini gara-gara event itunya Albedo ya. Jadi ada quest untuk Albedo juga. Nggak tahu kalau ntar ada quest apa namanya? Quest soal Ela juga, gue juga nggak tahu. Tapi yang ini Albedo, nggak tahu kalau yang lain apakah ini. Kayaknya ini bukan sih, cuman ya udah, gue pikir segini dulu aja. Besok akan melanjutin lagi mumpung kita udah di tempat yang aman kan. Ini dari tempat yang hangat, jadi besok kita akan lanjutin lagi untuk quest-quest selanjutnya. Jadi besok kita akan mencoba percobaan yang dari dalamnya. Kalau yang tadi kan yang lawan slime dari luar, dilihat dari fisiknya lah. Kalau sekarang habis minum potion, ntar kita bakal seperti apa. Jadi tungguin aja besok. Sabar dulu sebentar ya, karena mungkin gue juga agak capek ini habis pergi-pergi dan sekarang baru sempat nge-record. So thank you guys buat yang masih tetap nonton, like dan subscribe, yang tetap komen dan share, thank you banget. So sampai bertemu besok, akan lanjutin lagi besok. Mungkin bakal langsung gue habisin lah biar langsung selesai. Oke, jadi mungkin besok bisa lebih panjang mungkin. So, sampai ketemu besok dan have a good day. Bye bye.